So it's 1625. I'll do a book review or two in a little bit. I wanted to run this off real quick. Fandom thoughts vid. So I'm gonna talk about Highlander because I love this franchise and it is so underrated and it's the easiest to get into because it doesn't require a lot of complexity. It's literally zero complexity, swords, easy rules, era jumping, and it's fun. You have multiple movies, you have three series that are part of it as well. You have comics too. I didn't know there were comics till just the other night. Eh, I love them. It's beautiful. It's so much fun. Like, it's so easy to sink into because you don't have to focus as much. And the rules are so easy for Highlander. You can only die by decapitation. You can't fight on holy grounds. You can't have kids. And swords. Easiest shit ever. And you got Clan MacLeod, you have the various MacLeods that are part of it, Connor, Duncan, Quentin, and Colin. And you have the spinoff of the Raven. I don't know what her name is. I haven't gotten around to that series yet. Or Quentin's for that matter, or Duncan's because I'm lazy. But I've watched the movies. Yeah, and I still got so much to do with this. Plus, I got my fanfic too. I won't go into that. That's separate shit. But the franchise of Highlander itself, and then there's the reboot movie coming next year or so, I think. Like, it's just amazing how impactful it is, but how under the radar it is as well. Because not many people talk about it. They really don't. Like, there's Blood of Kings podcast, they go into it a lot. But, as a whole, it genuinely doesn't get brought up very much. It's like Babylon 5 for that matter. Like B5 is popular, but didn't really get as much recognition as it should have because everybody saw it as a DS9 spinoff or a Trek or off-brand Star Trek at the time. Whereas Highlander just does its own thing while sticking mostly with history and shit. And that's cool. I love that. Like, you have time jumping, and that's great. And it's such a low budget franchise because you have. That's why I love this. Is why I love old stuff because they jump around in eras from 1500s to 1600s, 1700s, and so on and so forth. And it's the same person going into different outfits, and it's so easy. That's why it's so low budget. And there wasn't a lot of emphasis on uh, a bloated budget and shit. And there wasn't much emphasis on CGI back then either. That's what made it so much fun. Everything was so practical for the most part. And it's so damn cool. Like, shit. Who's my favorite immortal? Um, if I had to rank them, I would have to go. The ones that I know of, I'd have to go with Colin, Duncan, Connor, and Marcus, Kurgan, and Mario Van Peebles from Final Dimension. Yeah, those are my choices. Easily. Juan's cool. He's underrated for sure. But yeah, those are my top choices. Easily. And also, honorable mention to the canceled video game that was supposed to happen in 2007. But the studio didn't have enough funding for it. Sucks ass. I wish it would fit in so well right now because there's such a massive resurgence in hack and slash fighting games, which is nice. But oh well. I was excited for that. I was so excited for Highlander the game because there wasn't going to be a health meter. It was going to be an endurance meter since you're immortal. So that was going to be cool. And I forget. Oh, the guy's name was going to be Owen McLeod. Yeah, like everybody had to be a McLeod. It's so fucking funny. I love it. But that's cool, and it makes it more appealing because you have different versions of McLeods to fuck with. You have Connor and Duncan who are they're clan related, but they're, let's see, Connor considers Duncan his true brother. So, mm. But if I had to pick like the most headstrong out of every McLeod or every immortal, it would definitely be Colin next to Duncan. But yeah. Yeah. Am I anxious for the reboot? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Henry's going to be in the lead. Cavill. Batista's supposed to be Kurgan, last I checked. I don't know, there's a lot of them I wouldn't mind seeing do that shit. Because one, it's an easy role. It's not a lot of hard work. It's because most of them, if they've had training in weapons and shit, it would fit so well. People that would fit Highlander so well would be Idris Elba, Keanu Reeves, Michelle Yeoh, or Yao. I think that's how you say her name. Oh well. Lucy Liu, uh, Michael Jai White, Wesley Snipes, especially Wesley, Jesus Christ. Jet Li, Donnie Yen. Ooh, yes, Donnie Yen. He was part of that already for Endgame, but seeing him come back for a newer role would be fun too. Who else? Uma Thurman. Trying to think. Jeffrey Wright. There's a couple others, but yeah. It's just the series is so simplistic. It's a simplistic series. So easy. With small rules and endless amount of choices. But it'll be interesting to see how that budget is for the reboot. I hope it's like, I'm trying to think. I would be surprised if it wasn't between 70 and 95 million tops. Because if it's 200 million, that's some bullshit. Because you really don't need that much. Because wardrobe department is so simple. Shit. And then forging all the different swords will be fun too. So, yeah. What's my favorite sword from Highlander? I've always been partial to Duncan's katana. Always. I love Duncan. He's so fucking cool. I grew up with that shit. I watched a few episodes of the series, but I never sunk into it completely. So yeah, definitely like his katana. Um, but I don't know. That's the main one that I always stick with the most because I know it so well. um, but I prefer the McLeod clan sword, hands down. That thing's beautiful as hell. Um, what else? I even had a chat with Adrian Paul on Twitter about what if uh, would the quickening nullify Dracula in a fight? And he said, yeah. Like, damn. It makes you wonder, it's like between two immortals, who would win that fight? And he said that quickening would do it. I'm like, all right, that'd be interesting to see though, because it's one of the most. They're the most bare bones aesthetic characters in fictional history. Yeah, and I like that idea because they're so easy to work. But I don't know. So, yeah. And you have the amazing musical talent of Queen complementing the whole fucking franchise. You have Princes of the Universe, A Kind of Magic, Who Wants to Live Forever. Um, what was the other one? Give Me the Prize. That was the fucking song I was trying to get. Now I know to get it. Eh, I couldn't remember what song I was trying to get at Queens a few nights ago when I was working and stuff. And that was the one. Give Me the Prize. Uh, and there's endless iconic moments from the whole franchise to go over and shit. God. But I won't go into that because that's too much. I just want to share this shit because I love Highlander. Fuck. Let's see here. I have covered all the movies. I have covered. Well, I've uploaded the Highlander Origins Kurgan comic on the channel, so you can check that out in slideshow form. I gotta read it myself. I didn't read it at all. I just put it together. Yeah. um, yeah, that's about it. So, uh, so if you like Highlander, let me know. Shit, talk about it all day long. Fuck. Uh, who is my favorite character out of the franchise, though? That's a tie between Colin and Mythos. No, definitely a tie between the two of them. So, it'll be fun. Best villain in that whole franchise? Jacob Kell. Easily, I love Kell. Too fucking good. So, yeah. So I'm gonna off here. I'll be back with some reviews. Stay tuned.